Guys, what up? Welcome back. This is Gambler. We are continuing on the Lich King, figuring out ways how to kind of diversify away from gold making in the new expansion. The current content, like I had said in my previous video, so I'm going to be going over that. I'm going to be going over what we're doing right now. So this is a video about the Stockades, as you can see from the title. I'm going to be running one. So we are on our 5th run of this. I want to keep you guys' focus. We have our loot that we've been getting, and then we have our bags. I'm going to open up our bags real quick. This is what we've gotten so far. This is from 4 runs. You can see the cloth. You can see the patterns. You can see the greens. Okay, we're going to be going over some stuff. I will be running this, but I want a little bit of follow-up. So on the last video, I had done the Westfall crab area, the crawlers. Okay, the reason I said, and I feel like that area is more towards a 1,500 to 1,800 gold an hour, a little higher than the 12, is because some of those, the cooking is jumping off right now. I was able to sell some of those stacks for 30 gold a stack. So sitting in that area, getting the 60, 70, 80 stacks of meat, turning around and selling them for 30 gold a stack is just insane profit. Like that crawler from what I've been selling the last few days, and my reflection on it with the pearls, with us, I was able to sell some of the greens, and it's just a really profitable. So that's the other video that I did on this the first episode. Maybe I'll call this one episode 2, and we'll be doing episodes of these so we can kind of keep track of them. And in each episode, I will reflect on the previous one. So my gut feeling is, as long as those markets hold strong, with meat going for 12 to 30 gold a stack, that's going to be so profitable. But this one, we are in the Stockades. So this is a new video. I thought that this would be fun and see if this is still profitable or not. So you guys can see this, and I just did. So we're just going to run this right now, and you guys can fast forward. I started at 6, so it's been 35 minutes. It took 35 minutes to do the 4 runs. So I need to go like this, and I'm going to reset this, make sure that hopefully it didn't bug anything and I can't get back in. But we're running our 5th Stockades run. You guys can see the screen, and okay, we got it. So you can see at the top of the screen my durability. So there is a cost to doing this. Okay, I want you guys to remember this. So if you guys can see my guy, I'm at 4,200 Lich King, 210 item level. I'm pretty much pretty damn geared on this guy. I've got a lot of my best in slots, second best in slots, third best in slots. So there is a cost to this. And so my reflection is, after selling these first 4 runs, after selling the greens, and there's one rare spawn in here that can spawn, you're going to get, it's costing me about a gold a run to do this. So 1 gold in the hole each run. Okay. And so at the end of this, we will be going live, pull out the calculator, do this for you guys. Again, my opinions on what I think the recipes, what I think the greens go for, and what can drop in here. So we're in the first spot here that I like to kill everything and get caught up. So we have our first pack, clear out the first hallway here, and then all the way down to the end of the last room. So there's 1 clump, and reflecting on this fight and clear. So I am on, once again, the boomkin. So you guys are like, why aren't you using thorns? Okay, druids have the ability to throw thorns on herself and do passive DPS. Like it does anytime these guys attack. The problem is the thorns does too much damage. Okay, on my boomkin. What's happening is I'm pulling so much that by the time I get to the end of my area that I want to be pulling in, everything's already is dying. So I just like to leave. If you guys are running a boomkin as well, just keep thorns off. Okay, if you have to, throw a hot on yourself if you get a little sketched out. But you guys can start seeing, what we're looting off the bodies right here. Bunch of cloth, greens, recipes, and this is the main what we're focusing on. So I mean, since we have a moment here, we're doing the second part of our clear here. The I'll talk about it now just to fill time, but I'll talk about this later as well. So linen, I checked the price of linen, silk, and wool. Wool's going for like 10 to 12 gold a stack. Silk's going for 15 and linen's going for 10 right now. So that's why I was doing this. Like I was just randomly checking prices a few days ago, and I'm like low level stuff, just like the low level cooking stuff, is going for a lot. It's going for a lot. And so I was like, why is it that we can't just go test this in Stockades and do a little estimate? So the only other problem with Stockades is you're going to run into the dungeon cap. Okay, you can only do 5 dungeons per hour. So like I said, we did 4 runs in 35 minutes. So that's, you know, just under 10 minutes, like 8 minutes a run. So if you got 8 minutes a run, you're going to hit the cap on dungeons. Okay, so you're going to have to go and do something else while you're doing this. If you want to do this hours on end, you can't, obviously, unless you have a different tune, or you go off and do something else to fill that other 15 to 20 minutes to let the dungeon cap reset. So the profitability in this is kind of skewed just by the fact that you have to estimate based off of just doing 5 an hour. So whatever we're going to look at here, if you've only got one tune, is you're going to be your profit margin. And then obviously you're going to be able to go off and do something else. So you're going to be able to actually have more of a profit margin if you're doing, like, you go outside and like you go fly out to Westfall and do that for 10 minutes and then come back. You could easily do that. Like if you can, I mean, that would be actually, it's a really good idea. And so like, this is another thing reflecting here. So you can see this chest, in Stockades is random chests. There's chests that are locked and there's chests that are unlocked. I always like to check these. Okay. I have auto loot on, so I'm going to hold shift down. So there's a green in here. And there's other bunch of garbage in there. Okay. So I could easily pick up all that stuff and sell it, like on my mammoth, or just not pick it up at all. But you can see here, so we use our boots to get back to the other side. This will be the last wing over here. And then we're going to kind of hop on the mammoth, estimate, and reflect on this a little bit, and just give my opinion on why this is good, why it's not good, what if it's worth it, or like I said, this is just a test. Like, it's just a test to see if this is just something that you want to just do because you're just trying to mix it up a little bit. Go out and do Westfall for a couple hours, come and do 5 Stockades, and just why, reflect on what we did. So on these 5 runs, we did see and things that we didn't see. Okay, so because I did a few of these yesterday, and we got just some way different. There's just one item in here that's just I have not seen yet during these runs that just makes this so profitable. Okay, and I'll be sharing that here in just a sec. So we got another chest here, but it's locked. Let's see here. I think everything died. So yep, another area to pick up a bunch of bodies. And the most time consuming thing right here is just picking up stuff off the bodies and then resetting. But like I said, you can easily do this probably on a lot of classes now that it's Wrath. And then like my focus with this series is going to be doing stuff like this. Like we'll go do dead mines. Try to rush through it on the druid and see what we get. The problem with dead mines and stockades is they're kind of on the same. Inventory is full. Fascinating. Okay, we did end up capping. Barely capping. So that was actually really, really dead close right there. So this was the 5th run. This is great. That actually worked out perfectly. Let's go outside. Actually, do it right now. So we're still in Stockades. We're on the 5th run. But let's look at this. So we ended up getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let's say these are 10 gold to stack. So 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. These are going 15. 250. And then, so this is what I was, this is another thing to reflect on. So these shadow gems, we're going 8 to 10 gold a piece. So it's like, that's almost up to 300. Lesser Moonstone, same thing, 8 to 10 gold a piece. And then, so I wanted to actually elaborate on this as well. We ended up getting in these 5 runs, 5 different recipes. So these recipes are 5 to 10 gold a piece, maybe more, depending on what other people are selling them for, and just, you know, barely undercutting them for a copper or whatever. So do I think this is profitable? I think this is very profitable to certain people that are extremely efficient at understanding what this stuff is worth. So like the greens. So like, let's say this, I'm going to reflect on this for a second. So any green that you find in the game, especially now that it's Lich King, if it's between levels 10 and 20, you're going to post it for 8 gold, no matter what it is. And then if it's between item or a level restriction 20 to 30, you're going to post it at, let's say, 15 gold. Like no matter what. Then you've got these the good item affixes. So for example, if you have let's look through here. So you have, like, this is a really good example. So you've got strength stam. So anything that has strength stam on it, you put it up for at least another 5 gold. So if it's between 10 and 20, instead of posting it at 8 gold, you post it at 13, 14 gold. Add 5 gold. Okay, anytime you got strength stam, int stam, or agility stam, any one of those, anything of the main 3 DPS stats, and then stam on it, you add 5 gold to it. So you can see here, we might have 20. So 20 greens times, you do the math, it might be 2, so 20 greens times 7, 140 gold, maybe 200 golden greens here, plus the recipes, plus we're looking at maybe 400 or 500 gold here. Okay. So you obviously have to sell this stuff. So the next time on my next video, so I know this went over a little bit. We're at 13 minutes here. I think this is profitable, especially if you're mixing it up, like you're taking a break. You can only go out and farm, like I said on my first video, so much crabs before you're just overflowing with those materials, and then you've saturated yourself with that stuff that you're going to be selling. You still have to sell it. Now you move on to the next thing that you want to dump a little time into. Get a mule all full of whatever it is you want to stockpile them with, and then you have that mule set up, and then you have another one. So you have all these markets that you're targeting and doing these things for. So hopefully this is fun. Hopefully this is helpful. And like I said, I'm gonna probably put the title of this is like 500 gold an hour. Even though we hit cap at probably 45 minutes, there's 15 more minutes of time. You can turn around and use that 15 minutes to go post all this stuff, and that's your hour. So you have 400 or 500 gold worth of auctions that you post, and then you turn around, you hit your cap, and come back and do this again. The only issue, like I said, you've got to sell this stuff. So maybe you have this Stockades thing that you do 1 or 2 times a week, and you just keep refilling that same mule that's going to do that same thing over and over again, and just keep selling greens, keep selling linen, keep selling wool and silks and recipes, and that's going to be a little side hustle that you have. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Guys, leave me a comment on this one. Leave me some feedback. I did get some feedback on the last one. I just enjoy showing what I'm doing and giving my opinions, busting the calculator out and trying to help you guys understand the market that I'm trying to target, the idea, and how much gold I think that this is going to be. So 400 to 500 gold here, maybe a little bit more. You guys can try it out on your server and see what your markets are like. Till next time, guys, this is Gambler. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.